So we're getting ready to start back out on the trail. Brian actually hiked 33 miles in 2 days leading up to lunch today. He got over 20 miles yesterday, got in about 12, 13 miles today, and so he's taking a little bit of a break for his feet, and as soon as he's ready, we're gonna hit the trail. We're gonna hike about 5 miles up to Sheltowee. We're gonna hit one of the shelters up there, spend the night in the shelter, and then make our way to London tomorrow. So we got a lot of miles to cover, but my feet are feeling a whole lot better after taking a couple days off and letting them rest. And we're gonna, what are we gonna do, Brian? We're gonna hike. Use hiking sticks. We're gonna hit the trail. Gosh, I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this. We're gonna walk with our feet. So we're gonna get going. We're back on the trail on the Sheltowee near Cumberland Falls. Got some great shots of the falls today. Absolutely beautiful, super high because of the rain that we had last week. The river is just booming right now, and just a couple days ago the falls were so high they were only 10 feet above the level of the lake. So it's pretty impressive just to see that much water coming over Cumberland Falls. We're currently back on the Sheltowee, but this is also the Moonbow Trail. One of the cool things about Cumberland Falls is that on a clear night, when there's a full moon, there's actually a moonbow that forms. It's a rainbow, but it's formed by the moon. It's a big deal down here. They sell prints of it. People come from all over the place to take photos of it, and that's what this trail's named after. And we're gonna be staying in a shelter tonight because we can. We're gonna stay about 5 miles from where we are right now. So short for Brian because he's already done 12 miles today. He actually had a dog that was following him for 32 miles. This little stray dog that just kind of found him. He said it started out with 2 dogs, then one dog kind of gave up after a while, but the other one stayed with him. When he caught up to me today, that dog was right there with him. Brian was actually a little saddened that he had to leave the dog, but we're sure that that little dog probably knows a lot of hikers, so she'll find someone else, I'm sure. This has been one of the coolest sections of trail that we've hiked. We've hiked through rocks and cliffs, up staircases and down staircases. It's just a beautiful section of trail. It's a lot more work than we thought it was gonna be. When we look at the topographical map, it didn't look like we were gonna be doing a whole lot of elevation change. I think this is the flattest stretch of trail that I've gotten to hike so far, but it is beautiful, and having the river right next to you the whole time is pretty awesome. Just the sound of the rushing water, and it's moving pretty fast because of the heat, but this has definitely been some challenging hiking for these last couple miles. A section of the trail, it's got a bunch of debris blown up on it because the river had actually gotten up this high. You can see there's just trash and stuff all through here where the water had actually come up and filled up that little area. Those little falls that we passed back there were actually called Dog Slaughter Falls. What? I don't see it. Where?
It's right where I'm pointing my...
I don't see it. I'm just gonna go back here. Well, as if couldn't be surprised by something else, there was a copperhead back there. So, back to the story. Those little waterfalls that we passed back there are part of an area called Dog Slaughter. They were actually called Dog Slaughter Falls. The name, according to local stories, is that back when settlers came into the area and brought their dogs, they would chase down rodents and different animals, and these dogs weren't used to the cliffs that were in the area. And so the little animals they would chase, they would run, and as soon as they'd get to the cliffs, they would turn. The dogs wouldn't know any better, and they'd fall to their death. And it happened so often that they just decided to call this area Dog Slaughter. And we haven't seen the entire time we've been on the trail. That's a little bit of trail magic. Somebody left out here some jugs of water, which is pretty stinking awesome because we're about to make camp. Highbridge Springs water, straight from Wilmore, Kentucky, in Jessamine County. That's right, Jessamine County represent. It's Tuesday, and we got to sleep last night in a shelter that it felt like it took forever to get to. We thought we got 5 miles, no big deal. We didn't worry about taking off till after 4, and that was a butt-kicking trail. And so we got in around 7:45, 8 o'clock to the shelter. Got a good night's sleep, got some breakfast this morning. We just finished up getting some water, and we're gonna get back on the trail. We got 12 miles till we hit the marina today, where we can get some lunch, and then another 5 miles to meet up with our friend Bart, who's gonna pick us up and let us stay at his place for the night. And it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully the trail gets a little less difficult, but I think that's a big ask, so we'll see what happens. So this is a familiar sight for us on this hike. It's raining, but we decided to take the high water route down to mouth of Laurel and into the marina. We're about a mile into the floodwater route, and we got about 2 miles to mouth of Laurel. Honestly, this has been really nice compared to the hiking we had to do earlier today. We were kind of exhausted after just a few miles because of the rocks you have to climb and some of the stuff you just have to get over. It's a challenging hike. It's beautiful, but it's definitely very challenging. So we're right now hiking on this dirt road, and after this we'll be at mouth of Laurel, and then it'll be on from there to the marina, where we'll be grabbing some food. Here we are at mouth of Laurel, which is the boat ramp for where the Cumberland River and Lake Cumberland come together. And so it's kind of a fun place to be in right now. We've got about 5 miles to go, and we're going to hit the marina. I think we're going to call it a day there. We didn't anticipate it would take us 4.5 hours to go about 6 miles. So we're going to call it there today. Our buddy's going to come pick us up, and we're going to go spend the night with him and his wife, and just hang out with them for a little bit, and then hit the trail again tomorrow. We have made it to the lake, and we're just hiking along here. right on the side of the highway. They've got an awesome little walking area over here, which is nice because most of the time when we're walking on roads, we're in harm's way. So this has been kind of nice. We're 2.5 miles from the marina. We just hiked through some nice trail. There was one challenging uphill, but nothing major. And so now we're just finishing out the rest of this, getting down to the marina. Hopefully the deli's open, grab some food, and our buddy Bart's gonna be there at about 4:30. So we're looking forward to seeing him. And I think more than that, I think both of us are just looking forward to taking our shoes off. We're on the last mile before the marina. We've hiked over 150 miles of this trail, and this is the nicest, best conditioned trail of it so far. I mean, I've been able to cruise along pretty quick. I actually think I lost Brian back there somewhere, but it's been great. The trail conditions are awesome. We're walking right alongside the lake. It's just been a really, really good hike. We're tired. The section near Cumberland Falls is just a very challenging section of hiking, but I'll say this section here has been a breeze. Into the Victors go the spoils. We are here at the marina. We're just waiting for our buddy Bart to pick us up, and we literally dropped a pizza in like 7 minutes. Like, we're hungry. It was a fantastic hike though. That last mile or two was really the easiest trail I think we've hiked on the entire Sheltowee Trace. So, we're excited to get ready for tomorrow. But until then, sayonara.